Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut. Usually here with Mike Kelly, but he's on vacation. It seems like he's always gone. I know that's what I keep getting told. He's always doing something. Well, good for him. He's at that age where he needs to retire and relax. I'm so I fixed had my computer sent in to be fixed, my Apple, and now it seems like it's having issues. So we're going to deal with it until we can't deal with it anymore. All right, there's only a couple things today. I think it was, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Don't forget, we got the State of the Union tonight. And looks like the USA hockey team's going to be there. That's one of the positive things that's going to come out of tonight. I'm sure he's going to talk about how important he is, and I just hope he doesn't bring up predecessors, which I know that's not going to happen. The bond, let's do the bond market since I can't see the other one right now. So the rates are about 6 basis points worse today, and the 10-year sitting 1 basis point better. We're at 4.0328, which is the lowest we've been in a while. I'm just waiting for that to pop up over there. And it's whenever it does, I'll see. But we were down a lot earlier, so we'll see what happens. We have home prices, Case-Shiller, FHFA. We're going to talk about rates supposedly are back under 6%. I guess you got to have a good FICO score for that to happen. And again, how many points are you paying? I'm just kidding. We got ADP employment today and some housing stuff we're looking at. So let's get right into the news. We already talked about the 10-year and where the rates are right now. And the Dow is up 282 points. See how fast that thing turns? Case-Shiller, home prices rose 0.4% month over month on a seasonally adjusted basis in December, and they were up 1.3% year over year. They're slightly cooler than November prices. The adjustment number dipped, which is normal for that time of the year. But seasonally adjusted trend tells you demand firmed up as rates fell last year, and we saw that. I had the busiest December I had in 4 years, even though some people didn't have that. And I'm sorry if you didn't. That was Case-Shiller. So just so month over month, we're up. In December, we were up 0.4. Year over year, we were up 1.3%. That's good. Now we have FHFA, which is the federal housing. The difference is one deals with all, one deals with just conforming loan limits. The FHFA, which focuses on conforming mortgages, which I just said, is the mainstream finance stuff we talk about. Housing and jumbo and cash heavy markets are in the other one we just talked about. FHFA shows a 0.1 month over month increase in December and a 1.8% year over year. So it's softer than we want, but it's still positive is what I say. We've been going through this time where things were really bad and we're still up. That's how we want to be. So as I said, appreciation is still positive, just not overheating. And that's what we want, to be able to have a market where you can buy a house and the houses just don't go up every moment, 10% a month or one point something a month. That's what we want. We want a normal. So what else do we have today? So they're talking about the mortgage rate isn't just a 10-year yield. It's a spread on top of that, kind of like what we're talking about, the lender's risk and the hedging and pulling costs. Basically what I talk about, it's a premium. Well, that's been shrinking and shrinking. The average national rate right now, according to Housing Wire, is 5.99%. Spreads near normal between 1.6% to 1.8%, which is what I've been seeing. The last reading we had on that was 1.9%. That's just telling you that they think the market's going to continue to get better, not worse, better. And that's why they don't think everybody's going to refinance with the new stuff we have. Prior to this, everybody, in order to keep the market going, they had to pay a premium to the people buying those loans because they knew that within 1 to 2 years, they could potentially be refinanced. Why would you buy that? Well, you get the premium in case that happens, and that's why you buy that. All right, so we have labor front. ADP weekly pulse showed private employers added an average of 12,750 jobs per week in the last 4 weeks, ending February 7th. That's an improvement, but still at the softer pace, roughly about 51,000 a month if you translate it directly. So we want more. So that tells you the market is soft. That tells you that the only people hiring is not the government, it's private sector. And we'll keep an eye on that. It's improving trend, but not hot, which we don't want super hot because then we got wage inflation and we have all the other stuff that we have to deal with. And so where are the bonds at? We're at one. So the mortgage-backed securities are so rates are still worse by 5 basis points. Not a big deal. 10 years still sitting at 4.03. And so that's about all I have for today. We're going to continue to float. That's what I'm being told to do, and that's what I'm telling everybody else to do because, unless you got to close right away, you don't know. The I don't know he's going to say tonight about policy regard to boosting supply, construction incentives, permitting land use, anything addressing affordability, and any comments about the mortgage market plumbing. I don't know what he's going to talk about. I hope it's something good. I hope it's something he drops that we can put our hat on and say, hey, this market's going to continue to go higher. I don't know. The fact that he's going to have the USA hockey team, I hope he has both the men and female because they both got gold. They both deserve to be there. And what we're going to do, just keep moving forward. A friend of mine was at a conference last night, a Remax conference. He snuck his way in there, and on stage, the gentleman was talking about that we're going to lose 250,000 more real estate agent nationwide by the end of the year. I can see that because if we keep going at the pace we're going, even if we pick up, we're not record numbers. I mean, because Stanislaus County, we're averaging 180 transactions a month. Think about that. If a third of those are cash, that doesn't leave much for people with loans to lend on. And there's a lot of lenders. So a lot of people are going to get different jobs. Anyway, I'll still be here. If you have any questions, reach out anytime regarding mortgages for veterans, reverse mortgage, or business owners. Those are my top three. 92% of my stuff is all veterans. All right, that's all I have for today. I appreciate you all being here. And I know most of you listen to this later. Mike will be back next week. So most of you who are looking for Mike, sorry, he's not here today. All right, make it a great day. I just hope he's doing okay down there with all that gang-related violence where he's at. All right, make it a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.